I'm going to do is, it's kind of scary. I'm going to drill holes where these 3 sunflowers are, and then I'm going to set these sunflowers into the holes. I like the sunflowers. I think it's great, but I need it to be 3D to balance out the bow. So, are you ready to try this with me and see how it works? So what I'm going to do, first off, is I'm going to put some painter's tape down to help reduce the chance of chipping. Not that it makes any difference because the flower is going to cover it up, but I just want to be extra careful. I don't want it to splinter and mess up the image or the sign. So we're going to go and we're going to put our tape in the center of these sunflowers. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I have a small handheld drill. It's kind of like a Dremel. You see that? And I'm going to drill pilot holes. Now, if you can see, the back of these sunflowers have a big stem on them. So after I drill the pilot hole, I will come back and drill in a bigger hole so that the stems will stick down. Okay. Well, will it click on? Oh, it's not charged enough to click on. Well, isn't that a disappointment? Let's let it charge and see if it'll click on. And we'll have to use our big drill to drill a pilot hole. That's okay. Let me turn it down a little bit so it's not. There we go. Okay, so I have a piece of wood underneath it so I don't mess up my cutting mat. I'm going to just go slow. And let's see if we can drill us a little pilot hole. Okay. There's one. There's 2. And there's 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our bigger drill bit on. Do you say that saying in your head when you do this, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey? I do. Okay, so in the same hole, I'm just going to put this bigger bit there, just to make the hole bigger. Okay, let's see if we chipped the paint. Not bad. we chipped this one a little bit. See how the holes, see how the holes were created? Can you see the holes? Not bad. There's very little damage to the painted surface. Okay. So let's see if these are going to fit. Not quite. I need to make them just a tad bigger. Just bringing that out a little bit. If my husband saw me using this drill like this, he'd probably roll over in his grave. And my father would probably have a conniption. I'm just going to sand off those chips just lightly. I have just a fine sanding block. I'm just going to give them a little. Okay, so there's our holes now. I think those are big enough. And what I'm going to do is, I know hot glue doesn't stick to this surface. Oops. I've experimented with other things, and I know hot glue won't stick to this side, but hot glue sticks to the back. Okay? Let's get our block and sand some of these down. So these holes in the back will be covered with hot glue, just as an extra precaution to not scratch your door. But let's see. Let's start with the small one. And it fits in there just nicely. See how that fits in there? Now, after I get it set, I will trim off the back so that it's not sticking out like that. So let's get our super glue out. And I'm going to put it around the base and then down two sides of the stem. And then just stick it in there and hold it. Let's do this one. Oh, those fit in there so nicely. Again, I'm going to glue around the edge and down two sides and stick it in, just like that. Then I'm going to do this last one the same way. Stick it in the hole. Okay. And there you go. Now I'm going to let these set overnight before I mess with trimming them or adding glue to the back. But my cow now has 3D sunflowers to balance out the 3D bow and make her an exceptional and individual piece. Okay? So it was that easy. Again, to review how to drill holes without damaging your signs is you start with a small drill bit. You put down painter's tape. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. You put down painter's tape where you're going to drill. Start with a small pilot hole and then gradually move up to a bigger bit. Even if you have to do it 3 or 4 times, take your time and go up size by size. Go up size by size. Don't jump to the big size all at once. You will split and crack your product. Okay? So that's all I have for you. I just wanted to share that little experiment with you. If you have any further questions or if there's anything else you want to see done, feel free to leave me a comment, and I'll be happy to experiment with you and try to figure out how to get done what it is you want done. Thank you all. You have a nice weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Bye-bye.